Yes. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing on this Monday? You see what the title says? Because, like I said, I've been doing a little channel surfing, and I noticed that, a couple videos, a couple people I text, guys are talking about, like I said, I should have titled this Don't Hate the Player, Hate the Game. Because it's like a lot of you guys are haters, and it's shown because you guys want to argue and debate about Canelo Alvarez and him fighting fighters that nobody wants to see, but yet the money is not saying that. Let me repeat that again. You have all these people speaking on Canelo Alvarez fighting people that nobody wants to see, but yet the money is not saying that. See, the Source School is in session. It's time to wake y'all up because you guys run around listening to narratives and you guys are caught up in the matrix. If nobody wanted to see Canelo fight who he's going to fight, he would not be able to garner the type of money that he garners. And I say that to say this: if the fights that people claim they want to see and the fighters that they claim they support and the fights that they claim are the biggest fights in boxing will garner that type of money, right? Or maybe I'm just not making any sense, or maybe I'm making too much sense. Because how is it that allegedly they offered him 100? He turned it down for Charlo and Benavidez, but then some other people gave him. Reportedly, he might get 160 out the deal because it's a possible third fight. And I say this, right? Guys, like I said, most boxing fans are haters. They are. They're haters and they listen to people who are haters. And hate on hate is what? More hate. Because you have guys hating on Canelo hard, but you don't make sense and you don't add up. Because if nobody wanted to see him fight the people that he's going to fight, he would have never got that type of money. Or maybe the people that the fans are crying out that they want to see him fight, they're not worth that money. Did you ever think about it like that? No, right? Don't. Don't see it like that, do you? Because you're not following the money. You're not following the capital. You're listening to people that's jumping on, like what I'm doing right now, speaking on the business, speaking on boxing, but they're not following the money. If they follow the money, some of their videos you wouldn't even listen to because it's so obvious that if he's not who he is and he's not generating the money that he's generating and nobody wants to see these fights, they wouldn't be offering him that type of money. And watch how I tie this source up, right? Quote unquote, the biggest fight in boxing, right? The biggest fight in boxing. We can't even get the money together for that. But that is quote unquote the biggest fight in boxing. Does that make any sense? Does it? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? The biggest fight in boxing. That has been the talk, but I'm telling you, it's not the biggest fight in boxing because if it was the biggest fight in boxing, the money would be behind it. Start following the money. Start paying attention to where the money is going. And then you know who is the big dog. You know who is the big fish, not the smoke and mirror show. Where is the money going? So if there was really big money and this is a shot at you, you know who you are. If there was really big money in the names that you text me, those fights would happen. But there's no money in those fights. That's why they're not happening. Because at the end of the day, money controls this game of boxing. So when you text me and you want to talk about boxing, I don't talk boxing with you no more, is because you don't get what boxing is about. You know, you want to say that nobody wants to watch the fight, nobody wants to see the fight, but if nobody wanted to watch the fight, nobody wanted to see the fight, he wouldn't get that type of money. They wouldn't be willing to invest that type of money. Hopefully, y'all are catching this sauce, man. This line we are just chilling, relaxing. Still a little brisk cold, you know. I'm in a pickup today. It's so cold, I don't even want to get out and warm my food up, man. And I'm too lazy to drive over there. But I just figure I'll come on and drop some sauce. Why not? Kill two birds with one stone. So yes, nobody wants to see the fights that you guys are pitching for. You know, because maybe there's not enough money in those fights. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce, man. Hopefully, y'all catching this sauce, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep this under 15 minutes, man. I'm not gonna stay on too long. Cause I do want to go warm up my food, man. I got some nice steamed vegetables. I'm trying to stay a little healthier. Steamed vegetables, warm it up with the garlic sauce. But yeah, nobody wants to see those fights that you're talking about. They tried, right? They tried, you know. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? Just like I said in my group, um, why don't those guys fight amongst each other? You know, we got to start making this make sense, right? You praising guys for being business minded, advisors and all that. All right. If quote unquote the best fighters are over there, right? Why don't the best fighters start fighting one another? Only thing that's going to do is raise their profile. And then maybe when they call Canelo out, who was, you know, where the money is going, they can get that fight. You know, at the end of the day, right? I guess, like I said, a lot of y'all, most of y'all, all of y'all, how my man World Combat said, y'all are sheep. Y'all are sheep, man. And y'all are just, following the flock. No, follow the money. Follow the money. If you follow the money, right, you will understand. You're following the flock. You guys are sheep. If dude and these fights didn't garner the attention, just like I told somebody this right here, right? Um, he said nobody wants to see the fight, right? I said, well, check this out though, right? I said, check this out. I said, if Say they do Wednesday's the press conference, right? If that fight lands in Dallas, just like I told somebody, right? I said, you said nobody wants to see the fight. I said, I guarantee you, if he fights in Dallas at Jerry's World, he will have more fans in the stands than Ugar Spence. And it's already been proven. Earl Spence has fought there a couple times. Canelo Alvarez fought Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders. Last May was that? Or whenever it was. Well, the last May, I think it was last May. 70,000 people. That's the record. But you claim that nobody wants to see him fight these guys. Who was Billy Joe Saunders? He had 70,000 in attendance. He's not from Dallas. He's not from Dallas, and he had 70,000 fans at Jerry's World. Follow the money, man. So when you say that nobody wants to see these fights, maybe you got to tell them 70,000 people that want to that fight that. Then it will make sense. When you say that and you do videos about that and you say nobody wants to see these fights and fight these guys, like you guys like always like to say, the numbers don't show that. Follow the money, man. Hopefully, y'all caught the source at 5 p.m. Tap in. We are back. I'm going to have a couple of my guys on the panel tonight. My boxing guys who I actually went to fights with, guys who I still go to fights with, guys that are in the game. They're not haters. They're not jealous. They don't have no weirdo, goofy vibes. Like I said, these are guys that are in the game also. You know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.